everybody, how's it going? And welcome to week 31. We are getting close, we are under 10 weeks, and it is absolutely terrifying. Now I know I was supposed to record this video while I was on vacation in Virginia, however there was just not a good time or place to do that. So now I am back and I am now giving you my 31 week update. At 31 weeks, baby is as big as an asparagus. Baby is measuring 16.1 inches and 3.31 pounds. Baby is growing through major brain and nerve development. Eye development too. Baby's irises are reacting to light. All 5 of the baby's senses are working together. My body at 31 weeks. Out of breath since baby keeps squishing your lungs. Dry, brittle nails thanks to all the extra nail growth. Braxton Hicks contractions, leaky boobs, frequent urination, back aches, and difficulty sleeping. Now, week 31 I was on vacation, which you would think would be helpful or relaxing, and it was, relaxing vacation. I usually like to do a lot of water sports. I go water skiing, knee boarding, tubing, wakeboarding. I've even tried to barefoot ski, which I've not been successful with. But on my vacation, I couldn't do any of that, and that is usually what I like to do while I'm on vacation. So for my vacation, I just kind of sat around and watched everybody else do stuff. Even my dog knee boards, like she will get on the knee board and she will get towed by the boat on a knee board. She loves it. So my dog got to do more than I did. Go figure. However, even though I was sitting around and relaxing and everything, it's really starting to get to the point where I'm just generally uncomfortable. It's hard to sit up, it's hard to lay down, it's hard to stand. I don't know, I'm getting really uncomfortable. And it's not that it's really that much to complain about, because I know being pregnant is uncomfortable, I'm aware of that. I'm not really complaining about it, it's just I'm kind of getting to that point now where we're starting to get close to being over pregnancy in general. I have been having Braxton Hicks contractions, but I've also been having real contractions. And on some days I will have a real contraction once an hour. Other days I'll have them once every 2 or 3 hours, but I am having real contractions, and I'm not getting checked for dilation until I'm in my 33rd week. So I have a little while to go, but I don't know, I'm terrified to find out if I'm actually dilating. That to me is just so scary, and it'll make things so real, and I don't know. I mean, it's already terrifying to know that I was born at 36 weeks, and that is only, 4 or 5 weeks away from where I'm at now, and to think that my baby could probably come that early is just so scary. It's like, am I ready? Am I mentally prepared? Do we have everything ready? I don't know. It's just so scary. My back hasn't really been hurting that much. I have my scoliosis. I always have back problems, but it's nothing unusual. I don't hurt any more than I normally would. My boobs are still leaking. That is nothing new. I've had that since week 19 or something like that. It's crazy. I don't know, but I know it's just all part of the process, and to me it's kind of funny. I have not peed when I sneeze in a really long time, and I think I've just kind of learned to control that from happening, but sneezing kind of hurts at the same time. One thing I have had is I've been having really bad acid, and it doesn't really matter what I eat. I will just have really bad reflux because the baby is constantly kicking my stomach. So I kind of feel like it kicks my stomach, and whatever's in there just gets thrown up into my throat and my esophagus, and it just starts to burn. One of the things on the app on my phone mentioned that there's trouble sleeping. I always have trouble sleeping, so I'm not really having any more trouble than I usually have. But, I always have trouble sleeping, so I guess you can count that as a symptom. I don't know. So far, one of the worst symptoms that I've experienced is my hip pain, which I still have a lot of, especially if I'm sitting or not moving for a very long time. My hip hurts so bad, but I can't really do anything about it. I just kind of push through it. But on top of that, my pelvic bone or my pubic bone is starting to split apart right in the center, and that is also really hurting. Your pelvic bone or whatever in there is kind of fused together like this, and when it's getting time for the baby to come, it kind of starts to do this kind of a thing. And that's what's happening right now, and it does not feel good. It's not like an excruciating pain. I wouldn't take pain medicine for it or anything, but it's enough to be noticeable. It's enough to make me walk kind of funny or to prevent me from getting up or doing strange things. I don't know, it's really inconvenient and it definitely hurts. I haven't had any doctor's appointments or anything in week 30 or week 31. I was supposed to go during week 31, but because of my vacation and everything, I couldn't do that. You obviously could not drive back for a 5-hour trip to go visit my doctor and then go back to vacation. So it got pushed until the next week, but I almost had to go in for an emergency visit because one of my boobs actually got engorged, and it was red and swollen and lumpy, and it hurt really bad, and it was like that for 3 or 4 days, and then it kind of bruised over, like it turned purple, and then it went away. So I was so glad it went away. I was able to cancel that doctor's appointment. I almost had to actually leave late for my vacation because of that. They could get me in on the Monday or the Tuesday of my vacation instead of like seeing me afterwards or seeing me that day. So I would have had to cancel a portion of my vacation to go on to the doctor's appointment, and I'm glad that everything cleared up because I just wanted my whole vacation. I just really wanted that. So we definitely got that. Everything's all better. It doesn't hurt anymore. There's no problems with it, and I'm sure at my next doctor's appointment it will be brought up. But until then, I'm not really sure, and I hope it was normal. I don't know if things like that are normal at 30 and 31 weeks, but it happened and it hurt and it sucked. I kind of wish I could use my pump because there's a lot of times where I just feel like there's so much pressure building up in there that something needs to come out and it just can't. The leaking is not it's not bringing out enough to prevent me from being engorged. So sometimes I just wish I could use my pump, but I obviously can't do that yet. My doctor does not approve that, so I'm not going to do it. I can't think of anything else in week 31. It was a pretty calm week other than, my hip pain and the pelvic pain and everything like that. It's just another week gone by, another week down, another week closer to the baby, and another week of being terrified to find out if I'm ready, am I mentally ready, are we physically ready? It's just scary. I can't believe we are almost to the end. We're under 10 weeks. That just is like, just blows my mind. I don't know. It's so exciting and it's so terrifying at the same time. So I don't know. I guess we'll see what another week brings. We'll see if I'm dilating soon, see if my real contractions are doing anything. And I will definitely keep you updated on next week. I'll see you then. Bye.